Meet Devin, the world's first fully autonomous AI software engineer. Devin is not just a tool, it's your tireless, skilled teammate, ready to build alongside you or independently complete tasks for your review. With our advances in long-term reasoning and planning, Devin can plan and execute complex engineering tasks requiring thousands of decisions. It can recall relevant context at every step, learn over time, and fix mistakes. Devin is equipped with common developer tools like the shell, code editor, and browser within a sandboxed compute environment. Everything a human would need to do their work. And here's the kicker. Devin actively collaborates with you. It reports on its progress in real time, accepts feedback, and works together with you through design choices as needed. Now, let's see Devin in action.
Hey everyone, my name is Sarah, and I'm going to show you how Devin, our AI software engineer, can autonomously learn from a blog post. Within a few minutes, Devin successfully generated this desktop background image for me with my name on it. So all I had to do was send this blog post in a message to Devin. From there, Devin actually does all the work for me, starting with reading this blog post and figuring out how to run the code. In a couple minutes, Devin's actually made a lot of progress. And if we jump to the middle here, you can see that Devin's been able to find and fix some edge cases and bugs that the blog post did not cover for me. And if we jump to the end, we can see that Devin sends me the final result, which I love.
Hey, I'm Walden, one of the developers here at Cognition AI. We were playing around with whether or not Devin could start a side hustle on Upwork. So here's actual real job from Upwork, where the client wants to set up this computer vision model, which actually looks quite interesting. Seems very difficult to set up. I'm not sure how I would start doing this, but you give the task to Devin and ask Devin to figure it out, and things just kick off. Devin immediately goes ahead, and you can see it sort of starts setting up the repo. It actually runs into some issues here with the versioning. So if you watch how Devin deals with it, Devin's actually updating the code to make these things work. He continues with this, loading and importing packages. You can see that actually downloads images from the internet to run through the model. But you can see here that there are actually some issues that come across. However, Devin knows how to handle these things. Devin kind of pushes through, and if you look closely, Devin's actually doing print line debugging here, where Devin is adding these statements to track where the data flows. And Devin continues to do this until Devin understands how everything's working and actually then updates the code with the fixes after removing print line statements. Devin continues this pattern of fixing code and running it again until it runs the image model across all these roads across the world. And we can ask for a report from Devin. At which point, Devin sends over some sample images of roads with damage marked out and a nice TXT file explaining Devin's work and the different kinds of outputs of the model. Good job, Devin.
Devin can learn how to use unfamiliar technologies like running control net on Modal to produce images with concealed messages for Sarah after reading a blog post. Devin can build and deploy apps end-to-end, like making an interactive website simulating the game of life. It incrementally adds features requested by the user and deploys the app to Netlify. Devin can autonomously find and fix bugs in codebases, as seen when it helps Andrew maintain and debug his open-source competitive programming book. Devin can train and fine-tune its own AI models, setting up fine-tuning for a large language model, given only a link to a research repository on GitHub. Devin can address bugs and feature requests in open-source repositories, doing all the setup and context gathering needed, just with a link to a GitHub issue. And even contribute to mature production repositories, like when it solved a bug with logarithm calculations in the SIMPy Python algebra system as part of the SWE bench benchmark. But how well does Devin perform? We evaluated Devin on CWE Bench, a challenging benchmark that asks agents to resolve real-world GitHub issues found in open-source projects. Devin correctly resolves 13.86% of the issues end-to-end, far exceeding the previous state-of-the-art. Even when given the exact files to edit, previous models could only resolve a fraction of those.